Brutally Frank goes where others won't, exposing the real stories behind the headlines.
We tackle issues of maximum importance to the growth of Sierra Leone, from politics to the economy, agriculture, education, health, and tourism.
By serving as your voice in asking the why, where, how, and when questions to the people them we responsible. This na Brutally Frank.
This is Brutally Frank.
Showing every Sunday at 7 p.m. on Slick TV, Channel 37, and streaming live on our Facebook page and official website.
Hey, I don't want to let you connect to the man.
Man them. This na boys. Usaiman and they put all thing at table from Pantap to good. Inside boys, we know they hide behind with shadow at all. We real and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for a successful woman.
We they can't talk about we hustle and we they fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not a side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel waiting they really mean for we boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side where they shake the table.
Cancel. Not till you call me. Let me call me.
So say na you boss standing. What you do it for? Dress me.
Okay, you all bite.
Somebody put 150. The bite condition, you want to see the baby in pants.
So who that you go listen to? You mama or you best buddy? Love. Marriage.
And this is the surprise. You know you always left you waiting in the house. You feel say you still about your love.
Cheating.
Listen to me, Idris. Listen to me. I'm at your office right now. And you're not in an office. You tell me say you don't go meeting. Rather than woman you dey sign to carry.
Romance. And love.
This is the mistake. Next time, clean it up.
Welcome back. There is a saying with two elephants they fed, not the grass, not the sofa. As it stands, two parts turn for the meat on one side right now. One gets to do with the Constitution of Sierra Leone, when Section 41, we talk about the right for the presidency. I mean, what will make you qualify for vote as a president in a particular country? And 41 gets A, B, C, and D, where we'd say, one, you get to be a citizen of the country, and then you get to be a member of a political party, and you get to reach the age of 40 years, and the other one say, otherwise qualified to be elected and by for be a member of parliament. That's just one. Now, Section 56B of the APC Constitution of 2022, instead of getting your own tattoo and our way put today, Usai it talks say you get to be a paid up member of the party, registered paid up member for about 5 years. Now again, this same 1971 Constitution, we tend to be the body of Constitution where with the roadmap who the guy through it right now in the country. Section 171, subsection 15, read say, the Constitution shall be the supreme law of Sierra Leone, and any other law found to be inconsistent with any provision of this constitution shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void and of no effect. Two laws the debaters are wanting right now. This brings back to the comeback of Sam Sumana, a one-time vice president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Usai, we call us some time back in a comeback speech. People even say, Mumu, don't talk. But let us quickly go there again. I've been to Mani Conference Hall. Let us get one or two things we mentioned there. And my guests are here for joining us for analyze his sentences more or less.
Journey defining the moment of an individual, a journey defining the life and status of a nation and its people, to which we as Africans, specifically Sierra Leone, resolved to adopt a system of governance which was not initially ours, democracy. For, by, and of the people. We were ruled by kings and queens once upon a time, to which all the strongest man in the neighborhood will become the head of that community or nation. But today, in our acceptance of the doctrines of democracy, we are a civilized community yielding to the dictates of democracy. In so doing, the inception of political parties in which we resolved as a nation to kick against colonialism and adopt our state as an independent country and a democratic country to which the rule of law and separation of power has to prevail and be implemented, and equality for all of us in whatever we do. In so doing, we resolved to which political parties were formed away from what we were yesterday ruled by our colonial masters, to which our emancipation, our political emancipation, was embedded in us to make sure that Sierra Leone becomes a better country and taking the destiny into our own hands. Let us take away that cloak and resolve that the rule of law should prevail. And on that doctrine, we have a sacred document referred to as the Constitution of Sierra Leone, which stands supreme to any other document that is in our motherland, Sierra Leone. With the inception of political parties and the rule of law, the Constitution of Sierra Leone makes it abundantly clear that there is no other document that should supersede the Constitution of Sierra Leone according to Article 171, subsection 15 of the 1901 Constitution of Sierra Leone. No political party should have the right or the temerity to have a constitution that will supersede the national constitution of Sierra Leone. That acts ultra-virus to the Constitution of Sierra Leone. It is that very document that we, if we decide to act ultra-virus against, it is that very document that makes us president, ministers, honorable, or local councillors. So if we kick against that document, we are kicking against the very sacred document that has put us in authority to govern our state, and then we have been hypocritical to the country of this nation. To all those skeptics out there who have been assuming that Sam Sumana is in APC, a just scam, I have my birth certificate, which is that old yellow one will so will make me APC, not your small card making me APC. So on that note, I shall say no. I say no to anyone who shall stand in my way to say, you cannot run away from yourself. Your identity is your identity. No matter what's the circumstance or circumstances, you are yourself. You cannot run away from yourself. I was born APC, lived APC, and died APC. I will die APC. I will say this because there is no albatross on my neck. Because at the time when the 2018 elections, there are things that happened that never saw the face of daylight or in the back office. It was I, myself, that went to one of the seniors in this country and I told him, call President Nkrumah to talk. I did that, he's my witness. And those people that were present, they are our witnesses. And I resolved that we should do that. And I took the message. And when I went back, my people were very angry in my stronghold. From here. In leadership, you have to be mindful of how you speak, or else you can create forever damnation. You are very tactful in your journalism. I know you very well to finger stick. I know how you play around things. So we are politicians, Thomas. What I told my people, I said, when women take nerve for court plazas, they cut in hand. What did they do? They throw it in nerve, not to so. I said, when the blood stop, what did they do? The issue you mentioned, then they say, they forgive, that he doesn't forgive. To start with, look at the data itself. All that happened to me in the APC, what did I do? I'm back in the APC. But for some, they have gone. What do you talk? Thank you. What did you talk now? What would you talk to someone or say to someone that I've gone through such challenges and I decided to put that behind me and move on? For there are better days ahead in life. I told you, he who runs will live to fight another day. And I'm back. But I've mentioned this in the past, in several quarters, that I did not form the C4C. I never went to PPRC or sent anyone. It was after C4C was formed that I was called upon by my people, and that is Sierra Leoneans, that they see that leadership in me to head the C4C. After the elections, well, I told them, in my father's mansion, there are many rooms. But I shall go and prepare a place for you, and I shall call you C4C to come in the APC house for us to dwell.
That was Sam there at Nabintu Mani Conference Center about a week ago. But here in the studio, I get with me Solomon Sundu, Executive Director for Be Found, and Eustace Victor Jones, journalist, AYV TV. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome.
Good afternoon.
All right, okay.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure having the two of you. Let's start with you, Eustace. I mean, logically, from all what we don't gather, the APC constitution now, the Salon 1991 constitution, where each and every one of us is drawing reference to. I mean, the APC and Sam, who stand on a nice footing in this light right now?
The APC or who?
And Sam. Because now the two elephants there right now in the room.
You know, the whole discussion about who should be eligible or not for stand as president in a salon. One way it typically gets for deal with democracy itself, right? And for the fundamentalism of human rights. All matter man, matter whose tribe you come out from, whose region you come out, you get right by the constitution of this country. We don't give you the right. Now you see, I just feel, Senator, it's a clash of laws One being the Inforo Domestica, which is the supreme law of the land, the 1991 constitution of our country. And how do I call it? A mushroom law, you know, one with the under, the other big one, you know, inside APC party. But understand, in context, let me paint the context this afternoon. You see, it's not only about the APC in this instance, right? This is something that cuts across all the political parties in Sierra Leone. It appears as though there are Bibles, if you like to call it. There are constitutions in each of these parties. They are different from the law of the land, right? And the law don't make it clear that any law where they contradict in, when are the big one, it will be null and void. But here's the thing. When you go to the SL, it's almost the same thing. If our day own constitution, they say, if you don't want big man at the party force, if you don't rise before they even consider you, right? To become flag bearer. Apart from the 5 years. APC then say, well, if you don't the 5 years.
5 years.
In fact, if you don't 40 years, right? Now, to be honest with you, I just feel that out of the things that we make, even with ABN so as a nation, right? Even the age we play, they put, say, if you become president of this country. Right? In other countries around the world, young people in the lead, across the board. When they come to Africa, then see if we don't turn ulpafos. I mean, with all due respect to age, right? Then can say primus inter pares. It's a Latin phrase. They say, who that come before I big, right? Now by seniority. Now, so then they honor somebody. But you know, they apply really to development, which is why we are behind like this. So you ask me, really, to be honest with you, it's a tussle of laws. And one being the big one, the other one being the small one. Now, in this case as well, there is an undertone of vexation, animosity, payback. Now, Sumana had been driven from this party, right? I mean, you all know what happened in the country.
2015 years.
He was in power as vice president, and then the man will be the lead then tenant. Just see and fit some of our money for just grab and just say, me man, you come here. You know, fit for the answer again. First of all, that was a blatant bastardization, brutalization, strangulation, if you like, killing of the national constitution, which is the 1991 constitution. There's a process. I'll get for it all for you later. Let you understand. The same way how you pull VP in this country, it is the same way a president should go out of power.
Yes.
If I let one man just grab no more, just brutalize the constitution like that in broad daylight, it was a primus mistake.
And up till now, we don't get the right answer as to why exactly that actually happened.
The man had even gone to ECOWAS courts. And unfortunately, it was a national embarrassment that ECOWAS court had to rule in the man's favor.
Over the Supreme Court.
Just imagine. Sawe Supreme Court, they don't put voice. People in the Abopan judiciary in this country say now sober people, you know, with the Abopan for interpreting laws, them hook, line, and sinker as in day, as jurisprudence they demand. But they know they do that one day, really, right? Most times, if I would to me, don't say across the board, all parties, most of the presidents who don't rule this country, they use the law in their favor. Then they misuse the law in the country. But again, it all shows the namby-pamby nature of law. I mean, it's soft. Yeah, it's easily bended to one's will, right? Because the constitution itself is self-contradictory. What do I mean? For example, if you read subsection 1 of a particular section, right? When you go 2, now that thing they contradict the one where they up. So because of these lacunas, the legal minds in the column, now make people in the Ambogwe constitution. So, but as I say, if you ask me, really, it's a fight between somebody where really the party get animosity for, we be don't left, we don't go, form your own party, and then see I'm as I be the leader even in that place there, and they come back. But it's how the problem all come out for me, if you ask me. Now what I go take the money? I mean, when I had this AYV on Sunday program on Sunday, I mean, Tunis was very honest, telling me that this man, by all indication, is fit for be president, is fit for be flag bearer. The only thing where they stop him, as he confirmed on the program, now that the man now in 5 years no reach it. And if we are to go by the law, really, to be honest with you, now 2029, nine this man will go get for qualify. But it's not only about Sam Sumana, really. That's the case. For me, I did look at a broad spectrum, right? Then I pull a Jagaban, for example, right? This man is all over the place. A lot of people they don't begin following him. And not only in, other people really come. I've interviewed quite a number of them on my shows on AYV, from Wake Up Sierra Leone to AYV on Sunday. Then Boku, it almost reached 20-something of them really where they come
on board.
Big flag bearers. Now let me tell you, because of the spirit of this law, when they don't introduce so, it will get for affect a bulk of them, a lot of them. And let me tell you something, the picture where they cast outside. Now that an awaiting government really not really sober and irradiate for lead this
So
country.
that you think?
Oh, no, not to which I think really. Now waiting the scenario they paint. You know, they say a house will divide among itself. No, they ever tin up. Now so Bible say, not to me. Not to me say so. I mean, I just quote the court laws, yeah, and waiting Bible say, and I so. But the real picture where they show now that them are not unite. And disunity in all its forms, not ever they show something better. Because 2028 is not a foul, right? It's just less than 3 years. Then they're going to convention as well soon. You know, this thing not starts now. It started way from the 10th way Ernest Koroma Binde. Let me give you a brief historicity, if you can allow me. Now, it was one of my programs as well, where Alpha Khan, we're now a presidential spokesman and principal advisor to the president, confirmed to me in my program on EYV on Sunday that the reason why he left APC, in fact, and was grossly injured. How? He said when they go for convention, when 10 minutes for let them go vote flag bearer, right? All man effect for this thing, they all long go. Now one boss they put the all right on the day for the where they come them for go nominate to vote. Now, and they go on a road and this man see Samuel Kamara inside the bus. According to him, now he accounts that day. He was surprised and he asked her, hey, come on, you there? Just like when you know ever see somebody even they buy for something, right? And they just see him suddenly, he appear. And I say, so you there now? So I say, but we all there. So he say, oh, okay, man, well, no problem. No, we go now. And then later on when they go, as the leaked audio recently show, now that's now pick and Eskuromabi and pick Sam Sumana. Where in itself they show say democracy is at its lowest ebb, PC, or is as fragile as a child's bottom, right?
Right.
Now that's the thing. Now my own scenario, later on I will elucidate more.
Yeah, so Sundu, how much you agree or disagree? Because you still make 1 or 2 points where I really want to talk on, but maybe you get something for say that would they on the better footing in this regard?
Well, if states don't, give a broader, narrative as to how the other day me and Sidonaya, I spark up the debates, but we'll not be look at the broader picture. We'll not be even say Sam Sumana in press conference will come out and
just after that one
exactly. Yes. What me to say, you don't already mention, the Constitution about eligibility. Section 41, it tell you about your citizenry. How you for become citizen, you for be of sound mind, you for be, you able read and write. That's not the clause and even for some honorable members. If you able read and write, you not for the of any, criminal, attachment or yuki. And I think if that don't be, then you go back to the very PPRC, when they talk about section 38, where they tell you about how political party, how they for regulate political party in all. But now look at the Sam Sumana issue. Just like waiting, Johnston explain. This not the possible way then dreb. Then dreb for reason where then be concoct issues them around them of party anti-party activities. And then then set up a committee. We all see Sam Sumana is strong base when a Kono. They even bring the Kono people for set against in the Sam Sumana for say if involve himself into anti-party activities, we then take the actions in there. Later on, we see say Ernest based on that, then say Sam Sumana quarantine himself. For that reason, the party go and take some decisions, say they don't want Sam Sumana. But again, before you take Sam Sumana, the law will give you the right as president. Out them for police come out. Not to sacco, but impeachment we call them. Out them for impeach you. Not so them for impeach the vice president. You therefore set up a whole tribunal for look at. Not only party business again, no. You party, okay, they talk about you therefore belong they don't lost a party membership. But come back to the states. When at the ground norm, the constitution is the ground norm. Now I cover you. Now I even make you for be president. Now I give you the supreme power. Then say if you want to do so, set up a committee where we will look into that case, may then come out with findings, then come on a parliament. Parliament can sit down and go into votes. If they vote against Sam Sumana, then they can impeach her right from there. But it's not going to all one day. It bypass the ground norm. It takes power. I say get right for fire.
For fire.
And on a true the man can the law will cover you now cover this man.
Yes.
This man gratefully the constitution they go to court, then raise the Supreme Executive over the whole thing. Yeah? The man take the case na ECOWAS. ECOWAS say no. Una for reinstate the man. Una not do it the proper way. Una get all in welfare. As we speak, Sam Sumana, the state owed over $100 million. Yeah. Up to now, then ECOWAS even gives some criteria. They even press. We are using the Attorney General, the NBC, Joseph Fiji Camara. That's Sierra Leone. Now he's solving states. Now it's state on the own that we can take decision not to ECOWAS. They tell we for can't do anything. But we think should come and shop.
We don't go there.
We don't go to ECOWAS. So these are the mishap we get from there with politicians there. Let me come to Sam Sumana now. He don't tell you, say, the APC, my new party. And that party, they nobody not able for them because in a legible person, the area we may get, when they don't sit down with Sam Sumana, they don't go then get in peace with the former president, they don't come back, they let them reinstate Sam Sumana, they let Sam Sumana pay all the dues.
Yes.
At that time, they don't review constitution at all. At that same old constitution, meaning Sam Sumana for pay that in 5-year dues, pay all the other things the way they inside, and reinstate her back to a normal position. As grand patron in that party. Yeah? Where you don't be vice president, you now senior man at the and it mark you now nearly 8 years Sam Sumana, sir.
Yes.
Right? So if they can reinstate her back with all the position, then when I go back to review now, then now when I say new member. It's not a new member. By law, me don't say this. It's like me and a paramount chief. Yeah? Then we own somebody demise. Then appoint somebody as region chief. You want to say me say that region chief or acting, although we say acting, then make Jones as acting director. Anything we sign an AYV is not legitimate. It's hell no. I don't believe in that. So the Supreme Court at that time, where they say no, the NRM can't sit down for nullify all of this. It means they will not always be dead safe if they talk about new member. All a new member. Because the panel can they will not reinstate.
But the APC will tell you say for now as per that constitution, everybody logically a new member of the APC right now. So that you mentioned something, the two gentlemen, in regard of that side for the money business. So that then collect money from and now they are saying 5 years it's fully eligible for turn presidential candidate. Now when you watch the press release we come on inside May 2024, we signed by the National Secretary General Lansan Adumbuya Esquire. The date states May 23rd, 2024. Now I put it. And the Sam camp will tell you say, in fact, this man came around 2023. So I mean, I don't see some form of like they didn't match somewhere. So
this are the misunderstanding way they want for Giwi. And what St. John say, me don't they say this in me good governance. Any us we not get togetherness. Na Creole talk now, eh? We not get one word. We not get one word. We not divide. That was the I'm not think say it's an apple. It a break. The reason being, this is not a big picture. You remember that day we were at the talk now?
Yeah, so.
I said this therefore spark up a debate. Now, Sam Sumana don't take the issue to PPRC.
Yes.
PPRC, therefore look into it. They don't go within 14 days.
14 days.
We don't begin see people that don't they give opinion about the legibility of Sam Sumana. They say, one, the APC for make sure so they follow the constitution with due processes. And Sam Sumana is not an old member. For me, I would say this categorically.
All right. So from PPRC now, you don't mention PPRC. Lo join Lucien, Momona PPRC. Instead, get for tell we about this particular discussion.
One of the mandates now for, like I said before, regulate to include the registration of political parties for monitor and affairs and conduct so that they go abide by their own party constitution, the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, and of course the Political Parties Act. The other power way the commission gets now for ensure that we make peace between political parties them where they get chamot, and the other thing we not the other power the commission gets now for ensure that any movement we meet up the criteria we set out now the Political Parties Act for register as a political party. We mean so for ensure political pluralism. We mean say that 100 party candidates for register once they meet the criteria for ensure that we'll take them through the process, and we also therefore ensure that political parties then be accountable to the membership and also to the citizenry of this country. And then the act give the power for do anything we go make sure say the mandate with the constitution and the acts give for make we go for attain them. The first mandate inside the Political Parties Act, if you go to sections 12, 2, 1, it is say the mandate of the commissioner for regulate will include the registration of political parties and for monitor the compliance and the conduct and the affairs, so that they will be compliant with the party constitution in the first place, and they will be compliant with the constitution of Sierra Leone in the second place, and they will be compliant with the Political Parties Act. The Political Parties Act is say whenever a political party want for change anything within the laws, we mean say if they want for amend the constitution or they want for amend the rules and regulations, therefore make sure say they send them to the PPRC, and the PPRC for gazette them for 30 days and call for people them within the party and other people them when are Sierra Leoneans for raise objections to the content with the inside then gazetted documents then they. So for the APC, the rules and regulations in time be done and they call say they for do a review, and they don't do that review day, and tomorrow will be the 11th of September will be the final day where we go accept objections. When we get the objections there, we will send them to the leadership of the party for them respond to their objection there. When they don't respond to the objections, we will send the response to the objectors them and ask for feedback from the objectors them. If the feedback from the objectors them positive, then we gazette the documents again for 14 days. This time we will not go ask again for objections, and after 14 days it will become binding on the party. I not go say follow all the legal requirements so far, but as far as the act, that whatever alteration they make, them for send them to we, and we as a commission in turn for ensure that we gazette them for 30 days for make sure say the member them watch them and the public watch them and see if anything they will not be in line with the constitution, the Political Parties Act, and the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone. For now, we not get any misconception. It's on the gazetting process, even though we don't get people who don't send objections them in. But the reason why I think say the one way draft the law make and so now for 2-3 people not go sit down in a corner, go make rules and regulations we get for affect thousands or millions of people. The responsibility where we get in that regard is that when they send then and document there, so we self as a commission get for look at them and pick out things them where we think say not they in line with their own party constitution and things that we're not in line with the national constitution, and we'll get a conversation around them for see how they go pull on it or how they go rephrase them for let it go meet up for the in line with the laws of the land. I could say what we know as PPRC to observe over the years now that information or the flow. If today you go give information to the national officers, then you ask for let you go on a regional level, that information flow to everybody, or you go on a district level, you go chiefdom level, or you go on a ward level, that the flow. That is why inside we budget for FOI 2026, we don't include on the for if the party themselves not get the chance, we go provide the opportunity for the party and go down to them people for go explain within the provisions them with the inside the constitution, because we always or almost always they get issues with people who are a member of the political party, even people who are free tongue, even national officers themselves, not all parties get the time for reading constitution or know the constitution. Now when they want apply for or when they want contest for some position, then they can go begin try for read them provision in the. On the 3rd of September, we received a letter of complaint from the former Vice President, Alhaji Samuel Sam Sumana. The complaint, the All People's Congress. And inside that in complaint they were saying, is he come up with 3 issues. One of the issue, he come up say, they talk about, he say they unlawfully expel them from the party, or they say they grab under the party unlawfully inside 2015. And the second issue we carried, talk about what happened after we then Drebam. Now the party and how the party conducts themselves. And inside they talk about, say, he pay money and they accept in backlog money where he pay. And then he say he even pay money for TMAP as a flag bearer candidate before the 2023 elections. And at the end of the day, they don't allow him for the TMAP because they say sections 56B of the APC constitution say if you don't enter the party for continuous 5 years prior to the term where you want for TMAP for be flag bearer. And then he talk about the third aspect. Talk about he say they fail for address an issue. He say because he go to the redress mechanisms that the party put in place, like the grievance handling discipline and the grievance handling committee. They say they're not able for them solving problem. They go to Elders committee, they're not able for solve the problem. And then inside a letter, he asks for 5 things. One, he say for let we direct the APC party for put out a public notice, say in expulsion of 6th March 2015 be unlawful, unconstitutional, and void. And then he say for order the APC party for officially recognize in continuous and uninterrupted membership status. And then he say for issue a declaration we go say Article 56(5) of the APC 2022 Constitution and say inconsistent with sections 35, 2 and 41 of the National Constitution, and he say for direct the APC for let them amend them. And then fourthly, he say for compel the APC Secretariat for let them correct the membership records and card for reflect in 2 status and original membership date. And then finally, he say let make any other kind order or rules, as the commission for make sure say them get them right. And then inside that letter, he send 5 document they will say that evidence them. He swear affidavit of support to this in letter and evidence the way he sent. And then he sent one letter from Honorable Dr. Django Stephen, where dated 6th February 2015. And then he sent bundle of impairment receipts and all of this way say he pay. And he sent letter from one lawyer, Zachariah Denke, we dated 18th February 2022, and he give an excerpt of the ruling of Justice Adrian Fisher J in the matter between Conte versus APC and others, we dated 28th April 2022. So as a commission, what do we do when we receive this letter on Monday, where at the 8th of September, we write to the party through the National Secretary General and say we don't receive complaints from the former Vice President. We go on 14 days for Lord respond. So then complaints they are so where the former Vice President send. So that's all the handler. So when the APC go down respond in 14 days or less than 14 days, the response will go send on to Alhaji Chief Samsumana for we get in your response to the response where the party go down give. If the response to the party is not favorable to him, we will then call both parties to the mediation table and start the process for mediating between them. Maybe what they do so now one of the ways where we respond, because people can get different perceptions about things. So now I make you go observe, say from last week, almost every day, I know say almost every day, say for Saturday we pass so within the media and they explain to people what's in the happening. And one of my colleagues have to draw attention to one posting where they online, say Phoenix News or so, where the caption or the story misleading. That is not what PPRC said. What in PPRC say now that we don't write a letter to the party, tell and say we'll get to a complaint. When I respond to this complaint so inside 14 days. And one other one where one newspaper who have even get for call the editor, they make a disclaimer tomorrow in publication on Thursday for say no Mr. typographical error where he refer to the APC as the ruling All People's Congress. We don't get a lot of dispute. This is not the first time. We recall, say, before 2007 elections, the APC been in a court because of the 1995 constitution. You know, so this is not new. The SFPP don't in a court because of constitutional issues. Other parties, they don't go to a court because of constitutional issues. So it is not new. That time we will mandate for ensure that we're able to settle them issues there. So between and amongst them, I will make them very abundantly clear that at some point in the mediation, we'll get for ask them for go sit down as a party, for let them able for settle down within themselves. And then if they're able for settle down, we will use the law. We mean so we'll use the 1991 constitution, we'll use the political parties act, and we'll use their own party constitution for solve this problem. But again, when we're done with the process, when we give our own ruling on it, if possible they will not agree, you still get the rights for appeal. And if we still not listen to an appeal, so we'll still stand by what we say, the pressing or pressings, then still get the opportunity for going to court for go seek interpretations. Well, I think we get trust. You know, we don't build trust, but then trust then they, at some point, and they people then because we ruling, you know, or directions them, or directives they not go their own way, then you say PPRC bias. Now just like when you go to court no more, you know, when you win case in a court, oh, the judiciary is working. So when people in Canada, so when we directives go their own way, PPRC is working. But when the directives don't go their own way, no PPRC don't bias. So this is what we signed up for working at PPRC. You know, when I tell you, say at some point, we can want for let them go sit down and settle them matter. Because at the end of the day, what we want a win-win situation where this party go glad, the other party they go glad. But if you're not going for take the win-win situation, then we use the law. During the registration process of the Coalition for Change party, we never see Chief Sam Sumana there. But when they don't form and done, when they go into elections, we'll see say in a member of the party, join the party, and we'll see say they elect him as the flag bearer in contest the 2018 elections.
Don't come up PPRC, a lot of revelation. But let's not bring you inside this one. Even Lucien, they make reference to the 1991 Constitution. But Siri was with you on Sunday, and he mentioned something. He said even that 2022 Constitution, they not just sit over net and write them, or them pull on the next day. It goes through processes. We include PPRC involvement, you go through PPRC. Yet it's a very constitution, and don't look turn bone to it. Now we see again, Sam Sumana rather run to PPRC with complaints. Lucien mentioned about 5 complaints there where Sam Sumana don't give. So the middle game where they play, it's time for the pose different thing altogether.
You know, eventually I feel say now PPRC get for help this fit.
You think so?
And then go for be the referee, right? Or if you like mediators, we go for what's this fire. Yeah, I feel so because they work down there actually. Their work also involves mediation, right? For settled dispute and ala between and among parties. And this now one way for show value for money because they work down there. But essentially, let's zoom our attention to the APC back again. You see, I don't know which level of consultations them can do really whether they make laws. Because I feel say any law you make really, people in the way have very good legal minds, we may know, including the Fitzgerald, barrister, you know, them Boku de Timbo, a battery of lawyers, very decent and sweetly educated lawyers, and did it. I feel say they would have otherwise advised the party. But you know what? I don't feel say this clause when I introduce so, really democratic. I feel say it is against within the spirit and texture of the 1991 Constitution debate. They all understand the Constitution, right? They get people in their way go law school, then graduate, and they practice for years, some even decades plus, right? Then they inside it. They should advise. Because now what you would see now that, from what me don't understand, that the spirit of this law, why it not go bad, then because CDB they tell me son, they say all parties get a structure, right? Then get their own rules and regulation inside the oaths. All oaths for a law, as he said. But the thing is, some of them law that they would put so really, in order to follow the dictates of the laws they would then at the place where they operate, that are inside the country, that are the constitution of this country.
Yes.
Where the the governor where they regulate all other laws.
Or maybe let's put another way. Some say na rent you go rent. Then some say the lady you know want loud music, but you want for play loud music now. Exactly. All of those things put together.
The person talk you say no, na the law inside me house. But you forget to say you didn't yard. So other people in there. Yes. And I feel saying that just the analogy this, the simplicity, if you like, analogy this of waiting to happen. So, but as I say, it almost seems as though the APC don't get some serious issues with democratic problems and fairness inside the party, right? I mentioned the Samsumana issue with them. If I not only Nayanda, this problem, come on, let me tell you, right? And the man don't come back now. He said, "I'm party this. I don't go on side, right?" They talk about the plazas. If woman the cut plazas, yes. The first thing we do, they call us stimulus response, right? The brain they send signal to the hand, say, "Hey, something that happened." So you fling at first. That shock they make you left the plazas and fling the left all. But later, you can't hold them back because it's a job. That's something you do. You need for do them. You must either put plaster there or wrap the hand for steady blood, not the rope and the plasters. But later on, you must hold them. All Kumbra don't go through that process there. Them man go they sell cookie, they all don't go through them. Now you be the analyze so. Yeah. How you go direct person and your host? It just start like when you say you didn't a church. You know the direct your members really. Then they just excommunicate somebody from church. Because God will always serve. You know, because God know I don't know intentions inside. Now the only person we get a power, they will read we internally. Yeah, pastor will preach, you know, me say the follow out in the pastor they talk. It's the same thing for them party. But one thing I'd observe now that I feel say no more all parties in this country really the two spirits of the laws and if you're they work towards really not too much democratic. But to make us say so. We can't say I feel say all law they make for support democracy in this country, right? Patriotism, if for support development, right? If you they do law where at the end of the day it limits people inside the party, let some man not get that privilege there, right? That respect and dignity for one as flag bearer. Then I feel say that law they not better, not to better law than they. Then if for watch out. Oh yeah, you know get something where self-restricting, it's self-strangulating. Inside the very party, senior man and they inside your party. I mean, we talk about people who don't turn vice presidents before, right? They don't reach that primus then of the country in leadership. And then this kind of man, first of all, if you ask me, any commander in this country or any host, or if you have been in military barracks with it, that kind of commander then a possibly fit for lead, right? One to go fight the war. Because somebody will get the requisite knowledge and experience. I actually don't know this man personally. You know, I don't make a business in this country, not for really near politicians. It's one of the ways why I don't survive this long, right? As a credible journalist in this country. All right. And it helps me a lot, really. But what me go tell you no more, now that the law inside the party, who you ask me so, they need for watch out. All right. They need for church out. Okay. And I feel that the very reason I don't make SLPP not church their side, when they go to the convention recently, because they know say, if they get for reach, temporary for choose or nominate flag bearer, get for unbog them. Understand something. Politics they change, the years they change. Most of the politicians who get and a young man them. Watch SLPP like you see from the singer now take hand on Ben Kaifala, you know, the Maun and the foreign affairs man right now, Tim Kaba, where they all they run for the same thing, where they want to. You want to tell me say Power pass the all big position at the party? If not so that they go about all they don't get better candidates. Yes. So
quick one, Sundu, coming to this, yeah. Some run to PPRC. Other set of people go say, why not the Supreme Court? Well, again, then we say again, maybe because, you know, I mean, and say like in a one can bad person, or maybe he doesn't trust the Supreme Court considering the experience we don't get inside 2015.
Well, I'm not going to say not trust the Supreme Court. I think say now the first channel they don't take so, because PPR is now the parent body for all other political parties. As I hear from Lucia, I don't tell you say, not to all the APC get issues with the Constitution. And one thing I want for lend credence to the APC, we don't really try, and I can say thank you to the NRM. We be relating up. Well, talk then they go around say now the Samsumana be sponsor the NRM. You know mean say na good? If that again be the true, then Samsumana don't pose for let the APC become more democratic. That way they mean look at one. For let you tell your political parties that archaic system. That unpick, like waiting, you know, John Smith explained about Alpha Khan and later go see Samura Kamara as unpicked. That is not there again. So what do they say? The political party and constitution for their intangibles with the national constitution. Because now the ground number one day, now it supersede everything. Yeah? And as what they say now, you don't hear from Lucian, I mentioned it. See, some small they don't already will pay dues, don't pay all in backlog. In fact, when you say pay backlog,
yes,
to somebody means say all the outstanding we get today, we don't left as he pay, meaning you don't become
you don't free.
Then say you get for pay somebody. You know what I'm saying? If my interest, say pay all our interest, you case done. Either go jail, you see the fines that they can put, then they say 5 years or both.
Or both.
But you can pay, then free you the other one. So if some sort of don't pay, you understand? They don't pass the other side. Then eligibility clause one day. And Alex Lucian talking say the internal party mechanism, that redress mechanism. I think say my data for really, I can always say this on my good governance program, don't wash your dirty linen in public. Now in the one for do so. And waiting some smart they do to them now. Now it don't spark up 2 things. When you look at the press conference where the acting chairman they get when I answer it called 2 names where now they want for be the APC storming block. In fact, even begin court say they tell them they struggled in 1995. Sam Sumana and Samura Kamara be part of them. They are invitees. You don't see one of the trustworthy big man in King Cause. Yeah, that make us say we need the young breed. And the APC set for try for do, and they say them take the SPP style. But then begin look at the world trend that young people are coming. If I talk about the human capital developments, it means young people are growing. And so they are the camp. They are learn with this.
Yes.
They old folks where they think say young man will not forget money again. Then young old folks when they and they forget PhD at the level. It's not like that. Young people got it now. Okay. So what do they do now? Now for create the balance, because we said they get there at the state, but they're not disenfranchised young people.
Thankfully, you're bringing this up. I had a guest with actually Yusuf from BBC Media Action. He mentioned something, said the bigger problem with Salon of Constitution. And Eustace also mentioned, say, the number 1 problem, I will go put age tie for presidential qualifications. So you have to be age 40. So I think, I don't know, to some extent, we need to go back to the drawing board, correct some things that I don't know if I agree or disagree with you.
Yes, so let me go back. So that review, I make another one land. The review of the national constitution will make, the late Justice Kawan be don't put boko thing. Even this PR system where they talk about, the same APC will be there in governance. They accept them. They into the review. That we for able for look at the political system. What's it for make we cohesive? What's it for make we unite? Not to form other thing. Now they review constitution. So when you see the government itself will still push this, not so SPP begin them. Now they review where that panel. In fact, when that thing they come up, the panel defeats the APC on that. Let them come, let them talk. They all their life, that constitution, that review, all their life for the sea. You understand? So for me, when they talk about Sam Sumana go form political party, you hear from Lucian. They can make you say canton flag bearer, saying not so informal. Now, if they talk about Yansane and by Yansane they talk about say 1995. Now we go back to the history of the APC. The APC come out from the SIPP.
Yes.
You see the Sheki, they all be done at the SIPP.
Yes.
What's they do? They merge up. The Albert Magai and Sheki then form, I think Pekin MP or MPA or MPP or how they call them political party at that time. He come all the back. He say no, that's not fit. He can come inside the APC. He become president. They annexed by Koloma, former. Now they all come out. APC go form the PDP. They make because at that time people don't know why he said the APC in talk.
Yes.
So they go form and then later they all come back. They make the annexed by Koloma flag bearer. They don't win and in first term. The second one, he win. Why then kind archaic clause where people want for put pan people and for waiting? So for we, a good that we were the campaign for democracy and good governance, and the media, we all now for begin look because now we disseminate messages. People want for the good thing. I can always say this to colleagues, all of us here. If we not begin to pinpoint pan Tuesday now in Sierra Leone, then politicians then go always come around we for the but we hear them. I'm glad we brought it talk for deviate yourself from politicians. They are our brothers. When we say deviate, not that we don't have business with them, we don't talk with them, but it's like they associate. Yeah, all we want from them. Now this country is a peaceful one, how the country have for develop, how this country have for merge with say other countries where they within Africa. I think that's what we want for Sierra Leone.
Okay, so
not to that archaic law for say you get for 40 years, you get for get this, you get for turn this, you get for turn this. Yes, no agree say all of this day, but we review now. We they hope say the review constitution. We're able for then lacunas then we they mention now we're able for put them straight.
You know, you said, I know you want for Rob Mott, but that side, Sam mentioned it, and Lucien self mentioned and say, it don't pay him back law. Now all of a sudden, they can't tell me, say, I'm not qualified because of timing. So when I receive me money.
On Sunday, Tunis be the advance an argument that the ITGC at the time, where he say that they take the money, not to actual APC, what they call, mechanism, And in fact, they don't work with them, they do really. We're not being the crux of an argument, not be extend towards reintroducing somebody in the party, that just for transition. And so they argue. So that the money being dealt with them, how the courts be even fine the man at the time when I be the lead, when I the very man who can go court, right? My argument that if when I don't later as a party, say this man don't pay this money, right? Although maybe they say on a criminal act, some man do. Say the party then a court and then get some kind serious tussle inside and that they decide for go pay money back to the party for come back where you know fully well that somebody no go address and all that stuff. Then listen, for me, it don't make sense, right?
It makes no sense.
When as party, right, so don't come together. It's a systemic place, right? So I guess structures, even though not all an executive arm be the function and but there is the ITGC, when I be the transition committee, when I get right. But when I don't go advise. When I give my money back, now that me say no more. When I don't use the money, then now they can't talk. Say, don't pay this.
And now soon to say the state self owe the man money.
Oh yeah, because ECOWAS court rule in the man in favor.
All right, so this is another thing. I started off by pulling the parable say where two elephant the fed and the grass they suffer. All of this now centered around the APC supporters. I mean, one to some extent go view them as a way for just divert attention. Like I want for put anyway later my myself na market understand. Say one person, one for diverting copy attention, for lost track for winning whatsoever election we they ahead of we.
Well, so here's the thing. While it may seem so that the Fed go somehow be distracting and shift someone off balance and lost focus along the way, me just feel say no more. The grass will go suffer only, now then grass will support us. But again, that's just the structure of parties. In other party than a party of patronage. I hope say you understand, say, their party members there, so they get different card, right? Not to the same. The money where executive man they pay, na level, not to any man we just join, they pay. You understand it? And let me tell you something. From what you observe in this country, I go take you to a scholastic man who is very academic. Now, Bayat JF, 1993, in a publication, it called The State in Africa, the Politics of the Belly. It said the politics of the belly is the first and foremost politics of stomach, a metaphor for the networks of clientelism, corruption, and personal enrichment. Here's the thing. The explanation of this now, that this might be the try for saying that Africa, we on politics now, most person will benefit. The higher you they up there, now the party, the better they be for you. When the government get for come, if at all APC win eventually, what thing get for happen? All of the cronies, it's a system of cronism, right? Kabbalism. Now I asked you this on Sunday. Now this very thing would they even do so within law, now for just limit a certain kind of people, now the party not for contest. Understand something. You don't need too much academia, really, that kind of degree for you lead people. Leader na God the give, right? Now God the choose person for lead person. And then I come on Nigeria and some big man like this. Right? Definitely. You don't mean really. But the law, the kind of politics show the practice now, almost you put. Now so you get for regulator. And I affect all the party there also. It's the same thing for APC. Now I touch on constitution, this man be the talk about. It's the same thing. Now, from the tandem where they make recommendation for this constitution, let we give plan 30 days. Now direct foot to the direct foot. So it don't pass 2 decades more, even 30 days with the repeal the constitution. And let me tell you, the funny thing, the irony in Ayana that you see this thing where they do this recommendations from this tripartite. Much of the 52 recommendation we did inside that document today, they don't have to do with the constitution back again. They lost them. They go inside the domestical. And so it means say simplicity. If you for change all the law there, you need to repeal the constitution of the country or amend them better still. Take it down the way to the way so. And election they come. The reason why we don't even see disaggregated data and all of them problem they are with there, where the party will win arguments they 30 days, even within international realms, that the election be highly fractious and disputed, not because the data not come out. That's a problem. But there is something called executive power in this country. When one thing where the way this repeal go get for quench, if at all, they really serious.
Well, that's why you see say the SLPP and the APC, then I think say they come together in that. Because remember we Justice Kawambi they talk say the Supreme Executive for reduced to Chief Executive.
Yes.
But the APC, I mean the SLPP said for the white paper when they come out this them, that side they say no, it for the Supreme. So in main, for what they talk, it's like this cabalism. In politics, and also when I only look at the bigger picture. But for me, the disenfranchisement, I want to go back to what my brother say. If you say the ITGC they don't not begin mandate. Now, set them. And then set a body for look into some. So I be Cabo their life now. Even come up and talk say all of the stories that concocts that story against Samson. So it means that none of the things the way they be alleged say Samson have been involved into anti-party activities and the like, nothing was found. But just that chronics within Ernest at that time and the cabal we same one day now, then he said that revenge. Now in this mango can't do to them, what they do.
So this is okay. Just continue.
I'll tell you one for being some.
No, that's the angle. Next one for look at because most people that don't see them as a threat to some extent. Other set of people they argue say all of these, in fact, the constitution now, the gazetted plan for the lower level election, what they want to do, all of them they now for target one man. That is what most people don't believe now. Say all of this are for Sam Sumana, and other set of people they say and say if he come back, if whatsoever happen, no, that again your ways of doing things. If he emerge for be the winner or whatsoever, it will carry one after the one and then be the one after them before.
And all will be.
Why make you say so?
And all will be because when they talk about review now, my brother say,
I'm
coming, you know why would they talk about this constitution now? I want to tell you back that the precedent with Sam Sumana don't set, none of any president not go see again Saki vice president. You're not going to do it again. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't tell you say a huge chunk of money hang on top Sam Sumana aid, na saloon government for pay. Perhaps now where Sam Sumana not in line with the SLPP, perhaps if he be transforming himself, you don't go like with them the one time, they don't get that money. Trust. That is the communism they talk about. Let how they use something, you make the country. You know what man they do? When you don't do something, I don't say you say this money or these actions be taken is wrong. I like my already here. They don't put some back. That make you see say laws them, cases and the way they it go take them decades for make the investigate them and the way they get the facts. That particular day you will see say the truth come out. Don't know they do thing then we will make the country go back. Because certain thing and the way they do, now the country they look at. And that decision the way the former person be take at that time, it makes Salone go aback. Yeah? And the human rights business where we talk about the injustices. Me they look at Sam Sumana no more. John mentioned about them Modu. Is he them Colin Jagaban? They all deal within the folds and with they. If really, if you want for win power, now that kind of thing you do, you get the might thing around you. People away for camp, then push. When they look at that minute one, the archaic one inside the system, we don't want for change. And I don't say this one, I will say again. No political party need to win election in this country by threats, by force, by babati, by pauper, or by propaganda again. The reason being the media key. Nothing or there look, you don't see what we talk about phonics. They go to news, say, people say don't even come with this. At the time you say, as they do now, people they can't on that.
Yes.
So it make you as political party do the needful. Make you always say when I bring camp alternative, we go ring and sound like the people in is sweet. How you for can change the economy, where if you feel say it's not good for now. How you feel say this austerity will depend on salon, we go come up now. How you feel say teacher don't know get subsidy on time. How you feel say then long thing them for increase salaries, make the economy buoyant. So that kind of one for you. We health system. That kind of stuff here. Bring alternative. But you bring division, continue for the they will tell you so the SLPP be fed past. So SLPP case different past this. Yeah? Let's look at the bigger picture. The SLPP case, now like two big van, but one small room. Marabio don't rule this country before. If you look at the kind of color with the fed time, it don't work on that at that time. Look at the Sam Suman and already. I don't even say this. Why the APC now will say, but Samura Kamara, now they don't begin to disenfranchise the Samura Kamara again. That time go sign the tripartite. In fact, the implementation, the man is dragged, not even mention up all of this. So like everything they go on, even the tripartite. So when we bother to talk about the disputed elections, even the APC now don't even the agree now say the election was not disputed. I will tell you why. The reason being, Samura Kamara is all the APC as party, then they say they go to parliament. The other members of parliament when they elect, they say they go to parliament. We not hear them, just because they say the election not be credible. Tripartite inside, they all agree with 84 recommendations. They say, let we go with this, let we implement them. So if now the Samura we already leak all the way they come out from the Sumano campaign for say, then go get a meeting by Irish, that's an indictment for Irish embassy. But thank God, the APC Talkman and say they were not part of that. So it means that two sets of separate talk now they come. Meaning what is Samuel Kamara portrayed now for himself, not so for the APC. So the APC don't accept the defeat. So it means the word them. Let's allow people to begin rise. Now make us slow begin talk the truth. If we're not begin take people and from the world say when they go igniting them, when they pay them salary, the other members they can't say we are the public, they hold their money there. Not so. So these are the fallacies where we now foresee and tell the people and say, we don't want to foresee Salon into that kind of dungeon. We want to foresee Salon peaceful. We begin to go to school. We begin to want to be educated. Let them be like them. They can also want to grow high, but in the most better atmosphere. So then political parties and let them do things where they resonate with the national constitution. That's my advice.
Eustace, what you want for left with?
I just feel say this time in this country where each party, not only a few people and the cabal that they get for enjoy eventually. Now we think of your pockets, you picking them pockets and the other fambulem pocket. They need to stop them. I feel it's not very easy and they will make the gap the good talks in past you 40 years before you rule here. None book not in this world where they talk say wisdom. Now we reach 40. Now you did get them. There are people who are younger, who they lead very well, right, across the world. Where they do fine in that country, food day sufficiently, right? Yes. And funnily, with the kind of resources so we get in a salon, we don't even really need for even the bang with padentia, so we're too rich. It's one of the richest nations in the world, honestly. If country then the way BC not even get half of which we get to do so well, why we now do this kind of way out there so? Now because of the same thing we discuss. So while Lentia will sound very trivial and funny to a lot of people, understand that this is not the very basis of development in this country. Now you forget some right from the party level. Then can say leader. Now from we the citizens they come out. We behavior, we attitude. And even the laws they would do in party there. Now even they inform them and they what can make you see certain time they don't turn president, minister, they take certain decisions who all the surprise. Now because of the kind law they wouldn't get. The law they very, very bad, right? They're restricting. And inside APC right now it happens so. Right? Then they try for exclude a particular cabal of people. A set of people. Let me the spirit of law really that all man at this party, no matter the year where you come, no matter the age where you own, if you're able, once no more you get all thing when at the law inside the party, right? Before be flag bearer, right? Then for vote for you, if you see you are small boy, now you able to lead them, then you can lead them. You know, say past you 40 years, you don't get this, you don't get this. No. Again, we will just conclude that at the end of the day, now these PPRs are looking for settle the matter, right? Yes. On Sunday, Lucien tell me say, eventually, because I asked the question, if at all the two sides are not agree for agree, if they rule, if they're able for rule in favor of some Suman, I say yes. I say if they're able to rule in favor of the party back again, say yes. So he then I then get the
last, then contract
exactly. As to waiting for the. And I asked Tunis the same thing. If at all this man, PPRC rule in his favor, when I go agree as a party, he say yes, then we agree.
That's all.
So eventually, we just wait for the result. For the outcome. Until they say they get evidence that they get for collator eventually. But at the end of the day, make it just advice. Let democracy rule. Let patriotism rule. You don't need to say, I like me country. Not talker. Let we see.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. He is Eustace Victor Jones, a journalist at AYV TV, and we get Solomon Sundu, Executive Director, Be Found. The rest of the program continues with Masa Bakar for business, Masa Nyanga, sorry, there for business update to try to tell you about the African dresses we will put on.
Afternoon viewers, welcome again to another edition of We Business News on Slick TV channel 37. My name is Masa Nyanga, and today kawakana 59 big water to say they sell varieties of items. Get lapa, get so close them, get bag, get half back, and other different cosmetic things them, and safe jewelries. Business News, Naslik TV, na news where they come to you every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we look at people where they sell business and challenges them where they go through, how then they do their business, how the business they go about, what are the difficulties where then they go through. Join me as I take you through the journey of the business news for today. Like I tell you earlier on, I say let you join me as I do a tour. Now number 59. Big Waterloo Street, as they get varieties of things them within the sale. Are there with a young lady who go tell we waiting her name and save the things them we the sell. Welcome to Naslik TV.
My name is Agnes. Within number 59 Big Waterloo Street, we they sell man things them, we they sell woman things them, we they sell Ghanaian things them, like soap, lapa, cotton. Where you want you original cotton them, you go visit 59 Big Waterloo Street. Then we they sell man slippers, then Ghanaian slippers, then Ghanaian slippers them for woman, both male and female. We they sell English dress, we they sell so clothes them, different things in them. We they sell chain, we they sell cream, different things in them.
Okay, you don't call almost everything where you they sell. Tell me how business start like since you don't day into this business.
At first business be okay because if we don't come in the morning and can open, at least you must get somebody who will come inside your shop and buy 1 or 2 items. But for now, business not okay at all. We don't come, we don't dinner so all day for like even see one customer for enter inside your shop. You know, easy right now. Sales not there right now.
You can take me through the things them where you they sell and save the price of them.
Okay. I they sell cotton, the way na original cottons then they in different price. I get from 400, I get 500, I get 600, I get Ghana batik. Whether they go for 600, I get the other one at 350. I get original bags them. I get the other one the way they can say not original, not the second one. I get them one and the original bags then they go for 800, 700. I get other bags then when a small bag the way they go for 400, 250, 350, 500. Don't I get English dress them. I get different English dress them. The English dress them they go for different prices them. Way like the prices them I get from 800 taken down to 350. I get then clothes there so. I get 600, I get 1,500,000. Where you want dress for go for them, marry them, I get the dress them, I get the so close them. Different one there. I get from 800, I get 1,500,000, I get 1 million. Different. I get chain, I get cream, I get spray, original spray them. I get different grease. If you want like picking here, go. We get original grease made in Ghana where they send for cancel now. So this shop here so now all not just say 70% now Ghana in the way they sell. We get different. We get earring, we get lip shiner.
You talk about soap. You talk about Ghana soap. You also talk about the
slippers them. Yeah, the slippers there for the man there na 350. The woman themselves na 350. We get Ghanaian soap. They were different and different type them. We get like from 150. We get 120 and different prices. Then no more. Then we get original spray them. Where the spray they go for 800. Original spray them. We get different one there. I'm not able for call all because the things them at the shop. for the man shirts. Then we can do then senator dress them, we they sell them also. Where they go for 1,200,000 for them man them.
So now we can look at, you don't talk say sales presently look difficult, but now we can look at since we una don dey do this business, the sales before and now, how it like?
Sales before, I will tell you say it be much better than now. Because now it's not easy. Like way I tell you before, it's not easy at all.
You know, if you say now because of price make on another get better sales?
Not so because of price, because we now one thing, like what we shop this so we get then thing they are so right now we selling 500 for the mere fact that price go up. We know they ever change the price of the one that's what we don't day. Now yeah, so we they still sell them the same price. Where we know say if even if new stuff them come. The new stuff them we can not say yes, a new one they come, price don't go up. But the one that we would get now so at the same price we they sell. We not like the other people then away like where price go up, everything they go up now the shop. No, we not to them kind people then they.
So now look at challenges so far in the business.
Okay. The challenges that me they facing right now. I can don't come at the far, I can don't pay me transport I come. Can they all day sell no day? Because as a businesswoman, if you get sell, at least you get joy, you will get happiness. But all you can't sit down as so no business, no you didn't even see customer can save. Because if you get high luck for the customer can say they will ask for price. They say, hey, they come back on and not say the country right now, this right now, the all thing. So now then challenges and they will be facing. So customer can don't come, you go pull almost box them. You go watch, but you not get for vex because you're not businesswoman. You not get for vex. Like me, my own businesswoman, I no go vex. Wait, tell me say, hey, I go come back, I say no problem. I know they vex. Now me work this way they do.
So what's message you want for send to people where they watch you present?
The people that way they watch me, the message you get for send. Lord, just keep doing the business because this now also we get we live in and pray because me I believe say anything so far na pray and I can force where you can open your shop and pray and look forward to waiting Papa God they do and we continue for pray for we customers there because we get customers there follow we customers then go there and can help we for buy.
Okay, you don't hear you within we own sister Agnes don't talk, but in business how it like they don't take we through all within it is sell inside shop and you don't tell we the price them we it is sell them. Reporting for Slick TV, my name Namasa Nyanga.
Thank you very much, Massa. And I'll go into the sports world and see what's inside the basket for we. And Mohamed Tobi Kabo is arguably one of the best sport journalists there in Salon.
The vibes here, I understand. We are second to none, Slick TV. And if you say just one for Chiswi, Pasi just left behind.
But this game?
The game not so yagba. It's about how you do one.
When
you understand? Pull on. But let's start off with Leon Stars as well. The smiles day, the hopes, the dream of qualifying for a World Cup. And I want to say it don't totally cut down. But the reality is that Egypt already don't get 20 points, 15 points from Burkina Faso. Then we now don't get 13 points. Pardon me, yes, 13 points in the group now. So 11 points, pardon me. So it means that we need for win we last 2 games. When we win the last 2 games, now we get 12 points. Yes, we get 12 points. If we win the last 2 games, we get 18 points. Well, that not guarantee we qualify because now just one team they qualify from each group. But the opportunity we get now, we go get among the nations them we don't get so many points. But again, other groups than they were already the second teams. Them don't get 16, some don't get 19 points. But the Yapofen best loser in all of the groups were for complete, because this is not the first time the FIFA World Cup they get 40 teams with a player. But winning these games in a FIFA sanctioned calendar, it's also it add value to the national team, and it's also give you the opportunity for let we increase into a ranking, because for every 3 months FIFA and CAF they do their ranking in football. But this was a very good win, particularly the solo goal from Alhassan Koroma will seal the win. So the record of Mohamed Kalon now in 4 games, they don't win 2, draw 1 and lost 1. So I'd ask you now the question, how will you want for great Mohamed Kalon in first 4 games for the national team? Let me continue with the rest of the other updates where we get in front of we. So it's all about community football. We always continue for bring this because it gets a role way to play in with football development now the country. So this now the Central One Football Association, Aberdeen community being defeats Million community. Well, me as somebody come up from the Congo-Ton axis, we lost Aberdeen community. But the good parts of this year's league now that most of the communities decide to use their homegrown players where they reside in the community. Don't get me wrong, the other communities them way decide for sign a lot of big players within the Premier League. But community like Congo-Ton, Aberdeen, Lumley, then decide for use players that are residing. Some of these players are Premier League players, but again, then decide for represent side who side and they leave. So the same goes that who feels it, knows it. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of the community this time around not decide for spend a lot of cash in getting big names, but then decide for bringing players with a reside or homegrown players from their respective communities. Let me just continue with the update. So it's quite heavy in football. Most times this are result they come mostly well. Salon don't see a game end 99-0 in one of the Super 10 qualifiers. That's why that because a lot of debates, CAF and FIFA, we get interest in that story. So this is not a game we visit and play with hand, a football play. So as Norway, we win against Moldova by 11 goals to 1. And Haaland for Manchester City been scored 5 of the goals, and Asgard we came in as a substitute in the second half. Instead can score 4 of the goals, and Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard and Mari as well. We are the goal scorer. Even the goal scored by Moldova was scored by a Norwegian player. We mean in our own goal save. Moldova gets the 1 goal, and that was scored by Ostigard, who scored the own goal in the 74th minute. So in the history of European football, particularly in the World Cup qualifiers, this is the highest goal margin record in the 21st century for a European team lost a game. The last team to face heavy defeat was San Marino, where they conceded 9 goals against England. But this is the highest record of a goal being scored in the World Cup qualifiers in the 21st century, and Norway scored 11 goals, and 2 players scored above 3 goals in the game. Well, if not Salon, this may happen, so if I don't say it's a match fixing.
Can we please give crown to the person who scored the 1 goal for the other country?
Well, even this goal, not so player from this Moldova team scoring. It's an own goal, and it was scored by Ostigard for Norway. So like goal we feel like say a deflected shot, or you want to do a clearance, or you score in your own goal, and like we say, score by yourself.
Only for call la keeper. I get something for tell us, please. I think we need him here. Like I explain to 1 or 2 things.
Well,
I mean, 11. What
yes,
you?
Now 1 left for each one.
You.
So let me just see. I think somebody pop up. It's Kylian Mbappe. At the age of 26, Kylian Mbappe is 5 more goals away from becoming France's all-time goal scorer. Yes, at 26, 5 more goals for Kylian Mbappe. For now, he don't beat Thierry Henry as the second all-time goal scorer for the French national team. If he scores 5 more goals, he will break the record of Olivier Giroud, who currently not the top goal scorer for the French national team. He will become the top goal scorer, no doubt about that. He's just 26, and he get more games for play for the French national team, and is one of the youngest captain in world football as we speak, Kylian Mbappe. And the captain of the team would produce Didier Deschamps, Zinedine Zidane, Thierry Henry, Trezeguet, Patrick Vieira, and of course this young man when Papa come from Cameroon and born in France, boxing, where the Cameroon Federation, some members may ask, say, if the one is over play for Cameroon, if for pay money, Africans go to think. He willing for play for Cameroon at the age of 17. When him papa meets the Football Federation and say, if for give something before he play for the Cameroon football, for the Cameroon national team. But now Kylian Mbappe arguably is one of the best players in world football.
Tell the Africans that one man I'm born with all.
And you know they don't even.
And now he's doing great. I'm sure they're going to see a little corner. They feel like, oh, we had it off to ourselves, but we kick out to left for the neighbor go take him.
Let me look at the man in front of you, big screen, is Ange Postecoglou, a name we familiar to you. After 17 years, the man will bring trophy glory back to Tottenham Hotspur. He became the first Greek coach for winning a European trophy with an English club, and he also became the first Greek coach for winning an European trophy. No Greek coach, no one to win a European tournament. So Ange Postecoglou will return back to English football, and he will be joining Nottingham Forest, but in first big assignment is against Arsenal this coming weekend in the English Premier League, as Arsenal will host Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium. But Ange Postecoglou will lose all of his games as Tottenham Hotspur's coach when he faced Arsenal in the Premier League. So he will return back to the sideline, but this time not with to there or to do, but this time he will be at the City Ground and he will become the head coach for Nottingham Forest. There are lots more top stories in sport, but again, this is Gavi. Barcelona want to keep the player, but if the player want to get effective playing time in the club, you're in need for undergo a surgery where you go make a play regular football in Barcelona. But according to the player, he want to finish the season before he decide for undergo the surgery, as a lot of players don't face the backlash of returning from a nasty surgery, and that is what Gavi wants to avoid for Barcelona. There are a lot of, like I say, big story for you. So we go to the world of boxing. Now this is one of the deadliest handshake will happen in the world of boxing, but it will go down on the 14th of this month as Cannon will fight against Bradley. Look at the looks, and this man in front of his screen is the chief of the World Boxing Federation. For let's see the chief say present in this handshake. It tells you that all the big guns and Drake don't decide for go back in this boxing fight and decide say he won for bet close to $5 million for one of the fighters, but not disclose what I will lay the money from. We all know Drake, the loss when he bite for Manny Pacquiao against Mayweather. We also see Drake lost when he bite for Conor McGregor against Mayweather. Perhaps he might be thinking now, as I report, a huge $5 million in this fight. A lot today, but we'll give all. Not good for we give for tomorrow. So for now always we get inside sports updates.
This one we will give me a like and more the last one. So bottom one is they declare for the bite. Because like it's just give free money. Thank you very much, Toby. And from Sport Now, we'll join the Niger here tomorrow for we entertainment update.
The corner where Usa it hot, it up. Today I'm there with a female videographer and editor, the one and only Yimbina Tubangura. And we therefore analyze the movie titled Love in a Glass, uploaded by our very own Lima's Diary 4 months ago on our YouTube channel. We don't get 61k views. But before we start, let me get the start of the movie.
Hi. My name is Opandalahai, and I've got an emergency. I need your shot. And you work here, I'll return it. Do you work here?
Okay.
I'm serious. Someone is dying, and I need to go. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's so love to start these days.
It's crazy. Give me your shirt.
I mean, I have something to do
and death.
And the guy, he was so like man. You know, if he asked questions and he was like, okay, he move me game. So when they left, they did the guy in Paddy began to feel the guy inside, Lina lawyer, and Paddy na activist.
So you even tell us that lady is not your type of woman.
Well, apparently she's not. Imagine the guy is a videographer and all, photographer and all that. So if we go for go retrieve the shot from the lady, where the lady they work on the case, where if we want videos of a particular inspector for circulating at the media.
And it coming at the
right time.
Right.
Yes. So I think I didn't strike love. Imagine they go on a date and boom, they started kissing.
So is that love on the first sight?
Or is it lust? Who? Because this is love without asking questions. They flow now.
So imagine just after that moment, they started going to places, then begin they.
And the guy proposed. After the whole proposal,
I think I go pray for this guy, love.
The guy can attack the lady in a boutique, and she was like, "Now did you use param? If I keep well too." Such low self-esteem.
Okay, imagine photographers at this Gen Z
generation.
When you say photographers, what
now
comes?
Business, not remember.
And imagine the guy is so handsome as that.
Here like me, you know. So then get for watch with the marriage, but before the marriage, in party begins a conversation, and in party remember and say, you know, say me and you, we not like woman them, we go bondo, cut women. So you woman where you want married, so is she a cut woman?
But the guy failed for ask the question.
He said no, he no ask him.
He assumed.
Then when I don't married now. Like everything's supposed to be happy, everything's supposed to be cozy and all that. Then when I get intimate, then you don't get fed up with the whole relationship. Instead of you talk to your woman, you go talk to your party again.
Stop making joke about it. It's really very serious. I don't want to be with a woman that doesn't have a clit. That's a very essential part of a woman's body. And I don't want to cheat. I want to stay loyal. And how can I stay loyal with a woman that doesn't have a clit?
Wow, Yembe, that was deep. You see the guy, the way they express the fact that I don't like cut women.
But at the other hand, I think say that lady there for we don't communicate them.
Well, I feel like the guy not ask the guys questions, because you can't come and date me and I can't begin. May you not get intimate. I begin to you say no, I am a cut woman. I mean, I don't know say that information is important to you, because love that I know.
No, she knows.
Love,
she knows.
supersede everything.
So
that's
according to the movie,
don't look at in real life now, because when you look at movies now, we don't look at from the movie perspective.
In real life now,
it's life happening.
The lady already knows it's norm. Most men condemns cut woman.
Why? Female genital mutilation now a movement where we don't fight against in this Gen Z generation. But women they we don't pass 30. It tend to wait them be they put them in this society, then be small.
Right.
Now we don't kick against that fact. They say we become small, you're not supposed to carry and go until a mature and decide say in one get the cut. But again, Louis say if the guy in mama no be can talk to them, then before not able to resolve things.
I don't think so.
Which means
because the guy already get a mentality about cut woman, and he not be even saying my man a victim already about cut woman.
Louis, look at the apology speech.
Let me know what works best for us. Yes, I want to understand this strong, beautiful woman. At this point, it's you I don't want to sacrifice. Our friendship. Because I love you.
I can't stand for too long. I'm tired.
Well, let me join you.
What an apology. Love, love, love. Yeminatu, the apology looks sincere to you or out of pressure?
I think now out of pressure.
Why?
Because a mommy get for left in hometown and come. Because the boy be don't go. Knowing the fact say the lady is a cut woman, it don't go for about a couple of days, so that the lady get for come in and call,
and just 2 weeks into the marriage,
yes,
it don't get fed up.
Yes, the lady call the boy mama, so the boy mama can talk to her, me explain to him say in a victim, and papa even left himself because of that.
Oh yes, that's for raise the awareness, because based on this movie and waiting director put to and the writer. Mean man they with them papa there don't left them mama there for certain reasons. We first stay away from them because the blood they inside not so.
Yes.
I'm not saying I left with a boyfriend. I'm just saying based on the movie on the table.
Because the son actually left his wife already, but
for same reasons.
Yes.
Bloodline.
Let's just come back to the fact that the apology is maybe he might be sincere, but
It's out of pressure because his sister, you know, say his sister be meet up with Rebecca.
Yes, I remember that.
Then we get for talking. In back say he go try for talk him in, and the mommy they come for can't talk the boy in. So it's out of pressure because the boy in stance no one cut to one. But at the other hand, back I feel like the lady not be sincere. I mean, maybe because of experience, if you don't get we find face say. You know, he say no one time because in a court woman, maybe go find another, maybe not that scared they be making no communicating with the man. But I see the disappointing face at the wedding.
The both of them were disappointed.
Yes. So me believe say they know for don't build any relationship with lie or secret.
I don't think there were lies in the movie. Just that nobody get a proper conversation about each other.
But
just
secret
deep into there was
the
no
lady
secret.
know say if a share that might be a problem because of her past experience. So she kept quiet. The same way the boy in Paris advised and the same way Rebecca, the lady your sister, advised and said, told him if he wants you for you, he will go for it. But make him know what they're going for. And the lady resists for get intimate with the man because of the experience. Maybe the man can not say caught. You understand? It was deliberate.
Well.
But director need for explain.
Director, explain further. We need you for explain further, please.
Love in a class.
That's all we get for the entertainment corner. Me and him na the nature here tomorrow.
And me na the one and only and they not to Bangura.
Thank you for watching.
Love in a Glass, that's it. Still in the entertainment arena. 5 days ago, we lost one of the movie producers and directors, Ibrahim Jamil Cissé, to the cold hand of death. And on the very day, from the information we've been get, say, well, and go bear on the very Sunday, considering the fact, say, that's what we got, then I want, and we know how I can tell it with the Muslim community. But that's tend for be different thing altogether. But today happened for be the candle night procession. We started to honor Ibrahim Jamil Cissé, where they start 7 p.m. and from Botomango Wilberforce to Ajibu Coal Drive, na number 9 Wilberforce. So you will want for come along, then say that you come with your candle or you lamp, I mean for match for we brother and pay him in very last respect, as tomorrow it will lay down to Mother Earth. The entertainment community members you, and the law society members you, Seal Unions members you, Osh, low beer. Now, from Dandela, we take tech news from the Nejasia to more. You decided to talk about Google is partnering with utilities for manage hyper demands of an AI.
Welcome to your Technology News Update. I am Dinechasia Tumoy. Today, we are talking about the immense power demands of artificial intelligence and how tech giants like Google are working with utility companies to capitalize on. The rise of AI has created a new challenge for the energy sector. AI models require powerful data centers to operate, and these centers are consuming a staggering amount of electricity. Experts predict that in the United States alone, AI data center power consumption could nearly double by 2030. This rapid surge is staining power grids that were not built to handle such a significant and sudden increase in demand. Google's innovative solution demands site management rather than simply building more power plants, which is both expensive and time-consuming. Google is focusing on demand-side strategies to manage its energy use. This approach, also known as demand flexibility, involves adjusting energy consumption in real time. Think of it like a smart thermostat, but on a massive industrial scale. Google is developing new capabilities to make this machine learning workload more flexible. By working with utilities and partners, Google is helping to ensure the reliability of our energy grids while continuing to power the new generation of AI innovation. That's all on your technology news update. I am Deneja Tumoy. Thank you for watching.
Very soon we'll be joined by James Kamaramane, but let's quickly give you with flight schedule for tomorrow. Starting at 5 a.m., Askai Airlines flight KP023 will depart from Banjul, stopping in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra, and finally arriving in Lomé at 8:45 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., Askai Airlines flight KP023 could take off from Banjul and head to Freetown and arrive at 9:10 a.m. before continue to Lomé. At 1 p.m., Askai Airlines flight KP022 go depart from Lomé, make stop in Accra and Freetown, and arrive in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. For the travel on net, Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 could depart at 9:30 p.m. from Istanbul and stop in Ouagadougou and arrive in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and return back to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. Also, at 11:30 p.m., Royal Air Morocco flight AT569 go left Casablanca and stop na Monrovia and arrive na Freetown at 2:20 a.m. and continue to Casablanca at 3:20 a.m. Now all that we get for inside we travel update. And now James Kamaramane is here with us. Welcome, James.
Yes, thank you, Ravi. Good evening, viewers, and good evening, listeners. So we'll go straight to the weekly press conference will take place yesterday. We may be hosted by the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Inside the press conference, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, Rena Saki, may talk about the updates on education in the country. Among the things that we may talk about, now the ongoing strike will may take place with the Sierra Leone Teachers Union stage, and also raise issues about the backlog salary and also teachers and way they suspend. The minister emphasized the government committed for resolve and challenges they also to dialogue and policy reform. Make listen.
We don't consider them concerning as anything other than genuine, and so we don't engage them on the very proactive, and I will even call them problem-focused way. But the thing they cause we problem right now, the payment of school subsidies. When we meet with the union, we give the assurance say we will pay subsidies before Monday. And as at Monday, when we meet, or as at Friday, when we be the left BP office, we will not pay 82 million loans. We cover first term, second term, and then we don't pay third term as well. But at that particular point, we will just send the money to the different commercial banks. And so I take e-copy of the sweep transparently from the central bank to the commercial bank. I send them to the president of the union, just to get assurance say, what you so they do. So just for informing as of now, who side we day in terms of payment of subsidies, the total subsidies for the two terms, they come to 113 million. So as of today, I can tell you so we don't pay 113,287,870. That's not what we don't pay, so we don't get to the amount where the union themselves they expect. I also go give assurance say we also don't able to get receipt from the banks, that the banks they don't receive them, they don't begin pay teacher them. Through real sources, teachers they don't begin confirm, so they don't get both term 2 and term 3. I even talked to the president of the union today just to find out waiting their own source then they say instead confirm saying that in school they don't get term 2 and term 3. So really on the subsidy issue we don't meet the obligation 100%. But I just want to go backwards a little bit because when I sit down and listen to social media and the media on this subsidy issue, there is this notion that government not pay subsidies, they pay 100% subsidies. But when we don't be minister, we don't pay 100%. So for last year, we pay first term and second term. The third term is delayed, but we pay inside the first term of the first year. So we pay 100%. And for this year, last year we just done so, we don't pay 100%. We asked the union for giving a little bit of space for do the first term subsidies, where we hope say we go able to pay inside this first term. But because, and I will just tell you why we need that space a little bit, it's because August, now the month where teacher they were guitar, then they left the service. And when maybe the TSC we come to an agreement with the Ministry of Finance, we say, when teacher then they left, the August when they left, they get a finance salary plus all the benefits. Before now, it take like years and they chase the benefits. But now when teacher they left, the finance salary, then they get and they pay them all the back money. Let me also just say one more thing. We don't in the past get problem with community banks. So sometimes government they pay the community banks, and the information we get is that then community banks and they take that money, they go do business.
For Health, Dr. Austin Dembi don't confirm to journalists and say the ministry don't reduce maternal mortality to nearly 76%. And we talked this at the press conference yesterday at the Miata Conference Hall inside Freetown. Make a listen.
We don't drop maternal mortality by nearly 76% in this country, the fastest drop in the whole world. We don't improve on infant mortality dramatically. With vaccination rates now one of the highest in the world at over 95% consistently over the last 5 years. Still a new certificate of. The Mpox situation we all man is struggle with, and the struggle with. We begin slow, but now we don't reduce the case then so much that even yesterday we report 0 case in the whole country. So we're there on the right path, but we're not done yet, so we're not really overhead because we begin from 2 cases till we go up to 5,200 cases. Now we don't bring and down to only 0 cases yesterday. We're not waiting at it today on number, but now from nearly 2,000 cases now the whole country at any given time to only about 63 cases. But the 63 we know who side them all day because they're all in our medical facility there. So from about 200 cases a day to single digits every day. So that's not real progress. So this morning, as Sibade said, I'm there on the radio on BBC, then with me early morning, 5 o'clock morning for go talk na BBC, but what's in salon they do. So they do great things. But all of them are so predicated on the health workforce. It predicated on having people that were able to do this work. Because this is not to book stone work, not to, you did over your life to them people are so for let them menu. So it no matter who that you be, it no matter your tribe, your region, where you go to hospital, you want good care. And you want good care from a competent, capable person who is able for deliver service with empathy. We don't approve a $50 million soft loan from the Saudi government for begin construction of an ultra-modern hospital at Cape Town. Again, I think say I get forward change from the executive side. So hat, because workers that they go camp in Kerry Town. Kerry Town, they get a lot of activities. We not only the hospital, they go up there. Now we get funds approval for a farmer grade warehouse. It's a warehouse that will get now for agricultural implements that will keep expensive medicine. Now we get a custom designed $14 million farmer grade warehouse. We don't know all of the funding from the government don't pay their contribution for. Will begin work as soon as they get it and won't stop. A third area now the cancer treatment center, again at Kerry Town. We make sure say we don't do beside the cancer treatment they call linear accelerator equipment where they get some very, very powerful rays where they move forward. At the same time you get cobalt-60 radioisotope there when they use this. So it's extremely important to say the construction correct. You get appropriate bunkers inside it, and the soil is all right to not get seepage into the soil. We don't know all that survey now. We engage with the International Atomic Energy Agency for move forward with that. The hospital now Longley. Now one of the I saw them for we don't get the Julius Maada Pediatric Center of Excellence and move forward. The other hospital, now 3 hospitals, one now at Talo, one Longley, and one Macaulay Street, where they try to finalize the arrangement with the Kuwaiti fund. And the contract difficulties we get, we hope for clear that, so we'll forget 300 additional beds in the Freetown area. On the roads access, again, ambulance them, we make sure say, until the new cottage in all that during Lenten and the road be clear.
Thank you very much to Aminata Kama and Masa Yanga for putting stories together for we. So we go straight now to the front pages of a newspaper, and I guess you want to know what the newspapers and get for we. We get the Awoko newspaper, the first main banner headline story says Sierra Leone schools reopening uncertain as Education Minister with SLTU's talk. University of Makini revokes degree in major academic fraud scandal. Get the other one, it says Obasanjo at the International Africa FIA 2025. It say we must not outsource our development. That they quote the former president for Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo. You get the other story here, you go find at the Awoko newspaper. I guess you don't get a copy of them. We see the side, they quote the Minister of Education, we say school in European one in uncertain. It means you don't know the right term where you go open until they're able for then talk to the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, because now then stage is strike action. So governments and the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, they still need to get a dialogue according to which we just listen. Say then they get a dialogue, a policy reform for see how they can able for resolve the issue. And most of the issues then where they talk about now the ones where they go for pay the teachers and backlog salary, and also the teachers and where they be don't suspend. You know, say they don't approve over 1,000 teachers recently, and so they still on the approvement of some teachers and for return to school. So the minister they say they're uncertain. So we don't know whether school will still open this month, or perhaps later this month or next month. So stick figure across.
Can I come in a bit,
yes,
Mane? So the minister said they don't pay about 100 million loans, but from what the Ministry of Basic Education been put out prior to the opening of school, that are around Sunday, Monday morning, we go viral, dated for Sunday the 7th, that they don't pay about 82 million. So if the minister they say they don't pay about 100 million plus there, it's an increase. But that SLTU they say, all this time they've been making promises. We know they're against Sunday, but this time around, if we not see the money, if we not feel the money, we know they go in a classroom. Another revelation where they make now that some schools head on the call say yes, we don't they receive money, but in a one time we they receive So you see how things they go, and they are saying as an institution say they're not going to resolve this problem until their needs are be met this time around.
know, sometimes they puzzle me for the teachers that they strike for their own salary. You know, it's difficult. You know, I really unheard of. You know, these teachers, they take the sweats for going to school, for teach we, impact knowledge into we. Even with politicians, them where they sit also, we surface tin up now. A teacher they make with tin up so. So I don't think say the issues themselves. Them people need for the question about them, you know, or they need for the demand for certain things. Some of these things for just a flow naturally, you know. But this is it, and as I know we did, you know. So we take the next front page newspaper. We'll go to the political newspaper, and the main bad headline story say police blame for traffic obstruction. Moyiba residents want improved health center. Waterloo traders demand access to new markets. Salon faces drop in donor funds. So we see the member headline story here. They quote the Deputy Minister of Transport and Aviation, Rex Bonafa, we say the police them that they cause traffic. They measure and say they don't be in the situation we are in, where traffic light is show red, where motorcar for stop. The police still they ask the motorcar them for drive for pass the traffic light. We mean say now and then they cause traffic obstruction. This is a big allegation, you know. For let the minister they in the midst of traffic and see what police they do. And otherwise what you do about that, being the Minister of Transport, and you see police they do that. They broke traffic law. The way that they're duty for keep the traffic, you know, for keep the law, you know, and then he's asking drivers to drive off with traffic lights they on.
One thing we're glad for, now then they see some of these things now. Yeah. When sometimes the ordinary people complain these things, it could sound like it just a pass. Yeah. No actions are being taken. But this is the thing with regard to traffic lights. I could recall when it came, because of part of the IROM project, we are jubilating. But again, another set of people, they say, if only this traffic light and gets cameras and the likes, all of some certain things they know for they happen. In fact, the other thing about these traffic lights, where I don't observe, it's from a personal view, when it's raining, when they can be being, some not they walk. I don't know how they do them. I don't know whether I electric. I don't know how they do them. But some of them not they work. I can tell you that for free. And it cause accidents. Quick one. That's just one. Up till now, this is something I think we for cry for. Most of these riders, they're not sabi then sign here. I stand to be corrected, man. But this is one of the biggest issue. Even the body responsible, SLRS for SLRSA, they for come on board and can't see how they do this thing, you know, for educate these people. Now the police, when I remember when the traffic lights come up as part of the jubilation message, well, they can't become free now. So if we are seeing this now,
coming from the minister,
you make a member IGR
it's a serious problem, and I think so. They also need for sensitize the public as well. For you know, there's a part of the traffic light we say it show for pedestrian, whether for cross or not for cross. The time they red sign they show, and the time people did cross. You know, so it's a serious problem. You know, people need to understand within this sign that they mean, and even the drivers themselves. You go see the light there on red, and they still they drive off away, as you say, can cause traffic. But it's good. It's coming from the minister. It's not coming from us, but it's coming from the minister. He say we don't then at the scene and don't see where police broke traffic law and the cause obstruction. Anyway, we'll go to final front page newspaper for today, and we could take the Global Times newspaper. It's a Catholic father's murder. 6 suspects arrested. MCC scorecard salon performs well. Empowering girls through digital access. UDF support 10th National Girls Empowerment Forum. And we see the Tunis receives prestigious award. It's a big story here. We see that the father way may allegedly kill na Bo. The police they said they arrest 6 of them suspects here. And still they help the police with investigation. And also the ones also they suspect say get hand by the attack with them attack the Nasit regional manager Nabu and John Lamina as well. The people that they all done in the police net right now, so they talk. And also get a big story, say the MCC scorecard. Say Salon do well, Salon do well. And the areas that we Salon do well, now democracy and gender equality, public services. But the side that we Salon not do well, where they need for work on economic freedom and environmental protection. These are areas we need for work on. You know, this MCC scorecard gets over 20 indicators. So out of the 20, we pass 11. So the other two them, with economic freedom and environmental protection, it's an area we need for work on as Sierra Leone. It's a good one for us for the 2025 MCC.
I think we can to the MCC over the years we don't prove to be okay, even though other set of people and go tell you say how they are doing their findings and all together the practical realities they're not content for much. But however, you get certain side and way some of us to some extent go agree say yes, you're not check he deserve the green light where he gets. But however, we wait for see the actual numbers being graded by certain sectors, and we try to analyze them with the practical reality if they actually they see on the right side. Because some of these here they make some of them money what they get. The bigger people and say okay, the big one there say okay, like this alone is because they don't do XYZ thing. We see in terms of corruption over the years, we don't they try, and we see where SCC that they pull some people and other way they play Yuki games. So all of these things put together. So however, we are waiting for see the actual grade being given to these different sectors, and we thought we will look into them in details.
Yeah, sure. When the time comes, we will look into them. That's the MCC scorecard for 2025. We are still on it, and we'll see which foresee how we will go for pass some of these areas we necessary for make we pass. These are the midweek edition of the headline review, and we'll bring a come to you. My name is James Kamaramane.
The man with the TV finesse. Thank you very much, James. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles. You know them, TikTok, WhatsApp channel, Facebook, YouTube for credible, balanced information and all that you need to know. I am Rabiatu Mansaye, but I cannot go without leaving you with a meet to you, something it's of no cost, free. You can send it to us celebrating your loved ones, and we go play them for you. Have a lovely evening.